There's a place in the woods called Aspen Ridge because of all the populous trees which grow there. This is where we're from. We are the Popple People. Welcome to our channel. We're glad you stopped by. In this episode, we'll install the shiplap we made in our last video. In case you missed it, the link is posted in the description. We showed a brief glimpse of our unfinished ASSR in the first Q&A video. Based on your emails, apparently some of you were curious about the interior of this room, so here's what it looks like currently before any shiplap was installed. It's wired, it's insulated, and that's about it. One end of each piece of shiplap was squared up first. Next, we double checked the measurement, because, you know, measure twice, cut once. Then we placed the shiplap and affixed it with an air gun trim nailer. You might notice that we chose to mill this shiplap to fit together tight, with no gap or reveal evident between the boards. That's the look we wanted for the ASSR. And we basically repeated this process until we reached the light in the middle of the room. Be sure the electricity is shut off before you attempt to do any wiring. If you do not feel safe or comfortable with something like this, consult a qualified electrician. Next, we needed to cut the hole for the electrical box. A pilot hole was drilled first to ensure the hole saw got properly centered on the shiplap. Based on the size of our electrical box, we needed a 4-inch hole saw. Because that 4 inches was the exact size, the shiplap fit just a little too tight. So we had to go back and enlarge the hole just a tiny bit using a jigsaw, and that piece fit like a glove. After these two pieces by the light were up, then we were able to wire in the new light fixture. Again, make sure the electricity is off, and hire an electrician if you need to. Don't mess around when it comes to electrical safety. The fixture we chose for this room was very easy to install. Once it was all wired in, the rest just snapped into place. And for the ultimate test, does it work? Ah, the ultimate satisfaction, placing the last ceiling piece. And once again, we did have a few bloopers filming this ceiling install, so sit back, have a chuckle with us. So when we were filming the first piece, a knob on the camera stand was loose. We probably should have checked it first, but oh well. The result was a slow backwards tilt of the camera. Oops. It was pretty funny though, because when we looked back, we saw the camera pointed straight up at the light bulb. We also had a side of one board that cracked when it was nailed, and a chunk of wood fell out. It wasn't super noticeable, and it was a small enough piece that we determined it wasn't worth replacing the whole board, so we decided to just glue it back into place and tack it with painter's tape until the glue dried. Overall, the ceiling turned out well. It's nice and rustic, exactly what we had envisioned for a cute little sauna in the woods. If you have questions, email us at thepopplepeople, all one word, @gmail.com, or flip-flop a comment below. We'd love to hear from you. Stay tuned for our next video, where we'll be doing a special feature episode on how we built our $30 woodshed. Hint, we used some repurposed materials to cut our costs on that build, so tune in if you're curious. Thank you so much for watching. We appreciate all of your views. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more about our journey, please consider subscribing. That way, you can be a Popple People too. We'll catch you next time. Bye.